Hello, I'm Vanessa, Chief Operating Officer here at Proto, and in this quick video, I would like to give you a sneak peek into some very exciting features in our redesign that is coming very soon for Proto AICX. So this is the first page. You're going to see that the design is quite minimalistic. We created this taking into consideration our clients' feedback and in a way that it's very friendly and easy to understand. So the first page, you're going to see some key metrics that you probably want to see right when you open the platform for live chat and tickets, things like bot handle rate, for example. Then down here we have a heat map. So here you can see where your customers are engaging with you from, and some key metrics as well, such as customer sentiment, which I'm going to get to in just a bit. And on the right hand side, we have basically it's your Proto Assistant. You can ask any questions, and you can also ask the chatbot to perform actions on your behalf, such as adding members to your company. Moving on to the inbox. So the inbox is also a new addition. Here, we're going to be consolidating all the tickets and all the live chats that are taking place for your agents. Basically, this is where they're going to spend most of their time. They can find everything here, open, pending, and so on. And there's a lot to explore here, but I want to highlight some ChatGPT powered features. So I'm going to show you an example of a flow. This is for live chat, but all these features are here to support your agents, not only for live chats, but also for tickets. So I'm going to see that the customer here is speaking Vietnamese. Myself as an agent, I don't speak Vietnamese, so I'm going to need some help from ProGPT. I'm going to open this bar here and I'm going to click Translate Vietnamese. And of course, this can also auto-detect. And then I can type my message. I'm going to see the translation right here, and then I can send this message. The customer is going to see the translation to Vietnamese, and the customer proceeds to send me a follow-up message. And here you can also see that I have an audio. So the platform is also going to have voice capabilities optionally. And your agents can receive these audios, and it's also going to be transcribed. So it's not necessarily, so they don't necessarily need to listen to the audio. Then I can type a message again, fix spelling and grammar, send this message, and I can keep going. So just type another message. That's probably too long, so I can just modify the writing and shorten this message using ProGPT. And of course, so I'm going to prove this, and I can also change tone to, for example, make it a little bit more friendly before sending the message to the customer. All right, so on the right hand side, you're going to see some information about the live chat, and this is pretty exciting as well. So this is a summary also powered by ChatGPT, and it's a living summary. Basically, if we have a couple of messages here, the summary is going to be based on those messages, but as the conversation keeps going, the summary also gets updated. So that's very useful for a team lead, for example, who is reviewing the chat, and this is not only available in the inbox, this is also going to be persistent in the history afterwards. So you can check all the tickets, all the chats, and only see the summary. You don't have to go through the whole conversation. Up here, we also have the sentiment, also powered by our add-on, ProGPT. So you're going to see that in this conversation, the customer is very satisfied. Then we have notes, tags. These are all related to this conversation. And down here, we have information about the customer. So you're going to see that Christine has an emoji here, which means it's showing a positive sentiment. And this is based on all the previous engagements that this customer had with your brand. Here we have some more information about the user, and notes, tags, history. So basically your agents who are speaking with that customer, they can see the previous conversations as well, very easily accessible here on the right hand side, and the web chat browsing history. Moving on to the other modules. So we have live chats and tickets also separated. So if you want to check any history of tickets and live chats, you can come in here and apply any filters that you want and see everything that was handled by your agents. On the right hand side, that's pretty similar. So there's a ticket, you're going to see information about the ticket, And then moving on to, I'm going to skip this one for a little bit, and I'm going to move on to customers. So inside customers, you're going to see everyone who interacted with your chatbot or your agents, and you can very easily see information such as tags, location, sentiment analysis, and of course you can still apply all the filters that you want and add custom fields here. The right-hand side looks pretty similar to the one in the inbox with information from the customer. Now, moving on to the chatbots, we wanted to make it as simple as possible for you to create chatbots. So here we have some settings, but what is very interesting here is the training part. So here in the training, you can just input your URL, and the chatbot is going to learn from all the content on your website or your knowledge base or any other URLs that you have that contain important information. And of course, maybe you don't have everything available on your website, so you can also upload a document that is also going to be used to train the chatbot. That means the chatbot is going to pretty much know and be trained on all that content. Then down here, you can also control certain behavior. For example, you want to control exactly how the chatbot says hello or says goodbye, or what the chatbot does when the customer goes idle. And you can also, of course, add as many instructions as you want. And of course, we have here on the right-hand side a place for you to test your chatbot and see how it's doing before you can actually deploy. Then another thing that I want to highlight is the integrated actions. That's in case you want to use an API to integrate a chatbot to either fetch information or to post information. So for example, when for check account balance, if the customer asks to check account balance, then perform this action and check the information is coming from this API endpoint and this API key if that's applicable. And the last item that we have on this sidebar is the Pro Analytics. So I'm not going to get into detail here, but basically you can create customized reports for you based on any metrics that are available within Proto AICX. And it definitely doesn't stop here. So if I go to my avatar, you're going to see that we also have a new dark mode coming up, easier on the eyes for agents on the night shifts. And in the organization settings, again, there is a lot here, but just a few things to highlight. For users, we're going to have a much more granular permission levels, permission settings. And on the right-hand side, you're also going to be able to see some key metrics for that agent, and you can also compare with a team. So for example, for Uma here, her satisfaction rate is 50%, which is 11% higher than the group I'm comparing her to. It's similar for teams. So down here, you can also check team, a comparison between two teams, and see some key metrics as well. We have banning. So banning is also going to be available, fully customizable, so you can ban users who are spammy or inappropriate. And for emails, it's also going to be a lot more customizable. Basically, you can just create any email layouts, templates that you want, including also signature blocks. And you can set up the alerts the way you want, so you can alert users at any point in time. And last but not least, to have Proactive. So the Proactive add-on is going to be helpful for you to use any triggers inside Proto or inside your CRM, back office, or any other solutions that have API enabled to proactively reach out to your customers. For example, with an offer or with a reminder that your brand is there on any of the channels that you have the chatbot enabled for. So for example, Line, Telegram, and so on. That's all for now. I hope you're as excited as we are for this upcoming upgrade. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.